He said, and Jesus was in the synagogue. If you must see help from God, he said, and the Lord he stepped in. He showed up. Somebody say he showed up. Say he showed up. Jesus has to show up. So, there are certain junctions of your life you need God. If you still have how to figure it out, then you have not seen the worst of hell. If you still have an option, you've not seen the worst of hell. At this point of your life, you need God. And Jesus stepped into the synagogue. Show up, Lord. I've come to a point when I need the finger of God. Show up. Show up. Show up. Show up. Show up. I need an encounter and a visitation, help that cannot be argued. Show up. Show up. Can I give you a few testimonies? There's a young man in our church. He was in the church. He was in the medical, he was a nurse, I think. Not a doctor, a nurse. And he had a wonderful wife. So I like them. They dress a lot together. They do things together. So I just like them. So I lay my hands on them most of the time. So I noticed he was now coming to church alone. So I said, where is your wife? He started crying. Years ago. He said she has left him. So I said, send for the woman. Send for the woman. And I talked. She said, Dad, I'm sorry. I came out of respect, but my mind is made up. So I said, okay, give me the reason why. He said the guy is broke. That she has been managing for years. He's broke. That she's not sure that anything can change. Don't give up on the man that's still breathing. And I said, really? Say yes. I tried, but I discovered she wasn't interested. So I said, this lady should have somebody else because she's talking
Fly
so
with
much.
caution.
That's it. Like she's gone. I said, okay. So he cried.
Max altitude reached.
Finally, he said that
Max
I
altitude
got
reached.
an opportunity to travel. I said, let's
Max
talk about it.
altitude
We sat down.
reached.
We talked about it. I made a few calls, and I said, what do you need? I gave him. He traveled. I didn't hear from him again at all. To be honest, I forgot. Yeah. Because I have a problem. If you give me 1 kilometer distance, I help you add 9 to make it 10. Are you following what I'm saying? If you give me space, I will help you increase it. I don't have one problem in my life. But 2 months ago, I was preaching, walking through the crowd during prophecy. I saw him. He saw me smile. He hit his head. I said, I'm on camera. I would have knocked this guy's head. Where have you been? So at the end of the service, he came to my office. Hey, I saw something. He opened his bag and dropped 3 currencies on the table. The first was $50,000, 50,000 euros, 50,000 pounds. And people were there. I said, put it back. Because this money will finish in this office. I know these people. Everything every other person was saying was not entering my head again. You people come and go. Counseling has closed. So when it was done, I said, sit down. Hold the money first. Where did you steal this from? And he started showing me videos around the world. He has gotten hospitals. He has gotten clinics. He was showing me videos of different. He said, this is mine. This is mine. He will show me Spain. He will show me Belgium. He will show me Italy. He will show me. I said, who? He said, Daddy, look the name now. You don't know my name again. Look the name. I paused. I said, where is that girl? He said, Daddy, please. I said, hey! And I said, where is that? Tell me. He said, Daddy, leave that side. He said, if she didn't do what she did, I would not have taken my life in my hands. Convert your pain to power. I said, convert your pain to power. Are you following what I'm talking about? There are certain things God takes out of your life for your good. For your good. You see, your problem is your mind. Your mind. Battles actually only exist in your mind. What you are afraid of is afraid of you.
Max altitude reached.
The spies were sent to go and spy the land. They went to the land. Guess what they did? They cut down a tree. They carried fruits. They stayed in the land for 40 days spying the land. And they returned back and said, we are not able. You cut down trees. You carried fruits. You stayed for 40 days. And yet you said, you are not able. You are not able. You survived 40 days. You are not able. You brought back evidences that you went there. Listen, what has not killed you cannot kill you. Can I say that again? What has not killed you cannot kill you. Say all you want about the woman with the issue of blood, and say all you want about what she went through, the pains, the hardship, the difficulty. But there's something I like about her. The Bible said 12 years she was a survivor. 12 years she was still standing. 12 years she didn't give up on life. 12 years she said to herself, if I'm still breathing, I can still make it. Listen to me, child of God. What has not killed you has no capacity to kill you. You are unfinishable. You are unkillable. You are too expensive to be expended. You are too important to be impotent. You are created because you are needed, and since you are needed, you can't be wasted. Am I speaking to somebody here? There is something about you the devil is jealous of. If they could not stop you, they cannot stop you. I said they could not stop you, they cannot stop you. Tell somebody, I am unstoppable.
I am unstoppable.
He called her, sir. He saw her sick. He called her. He saw her bound for 18 years. He called her to himself. He saw her going through issues. He called her to himself. Sir, the fact that you are going through confrontation is not a proof of your being not called. There are people who feel they are not called because of the battles of their life. There are people who doubt their call because of their affliction, because of their infirmity, because of what they are going through. She was bound in the temple, but he called her. Any calling that is not tested should not be trusted.